Morning, lovely people. Hope you're all well. Hope you have had a lovely week. Where have I been? I've not been around. And I didn't take any cameras with me to prove where I was. Anyway, luckily enough for me, I was in Venice last week, or Podona, which is northwest of Venice. Podone. And yeah, so I've not been about, so apologies. So I thought best to have a little catch up. So welcome to James Social Cycling. I'm out on the bike, but people, I didn't get out of bed till 11 o'clock. Yeah, it was a tiring Italy trip, learning, meetings, full on pretty much, and the travelling, which obviously knocks you out. And then I didn't get home until 10 past 2 on Friday morning. So yeah, you can imagine. So I'm very tired. Got out of bed at 11 today. Yesterday, so Friday, I'd had a message from Anne while I was in Italy. There was a leak under the sink. It ended up being a job that I should have done 6 years ago. Maybe an exaggeration. 3, 4 at least. Of an outside tap, which under the sink has an isolating stop valve tap. So that was leaking. And then I changed that Friday. And you wouldn't believe it, the tap for the washing machine stop valve started leaking, so I didn't find out that until Friday evening. So Saturday morning I'm back to Screwfix getting another bloody stop cock. Anyway, it's all sorted. But I went out for a ride with a mate on Friday afternoon, evening. We ended up doing a bit of a Silchester Caliber Arms for a few pints, a couple of pints, and then stopped off at the Duke on the way home from there. Had a little bite to eat, and yeah, the whole week of alcohol hasn't done my body any good. So I'm absolutely knackered. Yesterday afternoon I pretty much sat on the sofa and slept. We went out for some dinner locally to save on cooking, and we got back, I went to bed, didn't get up till 11 today. So, and I couldn't not come out on the bike, so I'm breaking no records today, none whatsoever. I'm just taking it easy. Gonna go and have a coffee. If I do 15-20 miles, then way hey. And there you go, I got a little bit of an incline, I can't even be bothered to push. So anyway, so gonna stop off at the coffee shop, have a cuppa, and then make my way home as well. So we'll see how far we get on. All right. Lovely lot. See, my free hub's got a lot noisier since I've got the bike, the rear wheel ridden in. Oh, so my little ride with my mate Friday evening was a little bit different for me. He hadn't ridden a bike for a long time, well, not a road bike, so, and he actually went out on my alr5, which I was a little bit nervous about, because the guy was picking it up Saturday morning, because I've gone and sold it, as some of you will know. So yeah, so sold the alr5 with the action wheels and the power meter with the Dione aero bars all on. So nice little sale actually, considering, but I was pretty sad to see it go, but I'd been even sadder seeing it sat in the shed doing nothing, because obviously I'm really not pushing today. I just had a guy on a mountain bike up Clappers Farm Lane overtake me. Sorry, not sorry. Just had to remind myself I wasn't pushing. I was going very easy. So, yeah, it was. At first, he never said hello. That's what fucks me off. I had some guy this morning on a flat bar bike, and he basically was overly excited when I waved and said hello to him. And you get others that don't say anything. If I overtake somebody, I like to say hello. Anyway, doesn't matter. He was probably 20-30 kilograms lighter than me anyway. So yeah, so the ride out was quite nice with the ALR and the SL5 together. It was quite weird actually, but it was quite good as well. It was good fun. Won't do it again. Yeah, the alcohol abuse my body's been through this week has not been very good, and I've paid for it dearly. So, but there you go. I don't do it that often, and that's probably why. The problem is that I used to do it often, too often in my younger days. That's probably why I can't, the body doesn't like it anymore. Ah, I'm in the wrong gear. Can't pedal. So yeah, but it was a really good night out. So it was a good evening out, and then we had a bit of a laugh when we got home. And then his other half had gone out for a coffee and something to eat, and we'd gone out on the bikes. So it was good. It was good to have a laugh. But I did pay for it yesterday after I'd done the chores of the leak. Just decided it was time just to go and have a lie down, and then that was that until about 5:30. And as I said, we sort of went out for a little walk locally, and I said, well, save cooking, let's go to Rotherwick. So we did. Anyway, so talking of weight loss, the guy I actually put on, had a weigh in on Monday, last Monday. I'd actually put on 1 kilo. I knew I had. I didn't know where, but I felt I had put on some weight. And I've got a weigh in tomorrow. I might skip it and I'm back on it sort of today. Yeah, so I might skip weigh in tomorrow, because I reckon I'm probably another kilo on top of that, so I'll be back to from 115 to 117, fingers crossed. So, but I'll get back on it and see what the score is next Monday, week tomorrow. So yeah, so no pressure. Italy was difficult. There was no way of fasting. We were leaving work 6:30, 7 o'clock to eat, and then breakfast was at 7, so I weren't even getting 12 hours fasting in. So, but not a problem. We'll get back on it, and hopefully we can get back down to 15 and then work from there. So yeah, sorry to bore you with all this rubbish. It is a catch up after all. far from home mile. Totally done, but you know, it's glad I ended up coming out. Obviously the motivation was the SL5 and the lovely weather. So had a really good month last month, so I did 460 miles. I'm not blowing a trumpet, guys. All I'm saying is that since it's the most miles in a year, and if you go back to 2020, I was, you know, in May I did that challenge and did 800 miles, and kind of like an average would have been around 400 miles a month. But so yeah, I was quite pleased with that. Was very happy with that, to be fair. So I put a post about it on Instagram. Hopefully nobody was going to say that I was blowing my own trumpet and show their own mileage, i.e. 7,000, 8,000 and 1,200 miles a month, because we know there's a lot of people that do a lot more and there's a lot of people that do a lot less. So I was just pointing out the trials and tribulations that I'd been through over the last year to 18 months, and I just haven't been right. So I was pleased with that. I put a little, as I said, I put a little post on Instagram, and for my sins and for buying and selling, I went back onto Facebook a few months ago, and it's been nice to connect with people, so don't get me wrong, some old friends, but I'd sorted it so anything I put on Instagram story and post will go directly onto Facebook, so I don't really have to manage it. And that post, funny enough, that post didn't make it to Facebook, because obviously I'd put "fuck you, vax" and "long COVID" in the title or in the wording. So Facebook had picked up on that, or Fastbook, and didn't bother letting that in. So I'm in the wrong gear now. So yeah, so Facebook is still looking out for what you're posting about stuff. And sorry to say, there's been lots and lots of information coming out now from the jibber jabbers, their own information with their own issues, because they're being forced to come out with the info. Anyway, I'm not going to go into it, but you know, for someone who had LC, even though at the time he hadn't had C, it was very weird. And the early protocol I had when I did have C, it cleared me up of the long C. So you answer those questions. Anyway, I'm really pleased. Hopefully we can keep it going. I'm obviously a little bit blip just because of my Italy trip. The wine out there was from the region, so the Prosecco was it was from the Dolomites, which we'll all know about, and the white wine 20 minutes away, and the red, and it has just tasted completely different. And these bottles of wine were worth 8-9 euros, where we have to pay a shitload more for something half decent. The Prosecco and the white wine I'm not a massive fan of, but they were so refreshing. Anyway people, it is just as I said, it's just a quick catch up. I'm sorry, I've obviously been a bit busy, so I've smashed out loads of videos for you, and I'm hoping to get out some more very soon. And it was just an apology for not being around this week. All right, so hopefully lots of love, and I'll look forward to seeing you all on the road very soon on my lovely SL5.